Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. Okay, so the first video I recorded tonight was about the House voting to impeach Biden. The second video, we'll grab a victory lap here. This will be about the Jean Carroll civil trial that's coming up on January 16th. Courts ruled today that Trump, his presidential immunity defense is 3 years too late to be used as a defense. They say the presidential immunity defense is waivable. The president hasn't, the emperor just showed up. The president never invoked that defense, and now it's too late. Judge Kaplan's already found Trump guilty because he's already been found guilty of defamation in the previous case. So this case automatically was found guilty, and now they're just going to court in January to look at damages. So we're about a month away. How are things looking in the second Trump defamation case? So already Trump's trying his immunity defense on this, and it ain't working in the civil court. Yep, that's dead. Dead on arrival. The king is dead. And stay down there, and we'll trample some horses over you too, for good measure. Yeah, this issue, it's just a non-issue, and I'm wondering if the death card's also showing what might happen with his Supreme Court case. Oh dear God. Yeah, I think there are parallels here. This argument is dead in the water. It's something that Trump would absolutely love to have, but it doesn't work in the civil case, because basically saying that it's a load, basically that it's a con job that she said that you raped her isn't in your official presidential duties. It just isn't. You know, refer to your lawyers or something along those lines. But also, he's trying this presidential immunity defense to protect him from the civil trial as well as the January 6th trial. And who was it? Was it Glenn Kirshner or Bo of the Fifth Column? Somebody pointed it out today. I think it was Bo. That this is going to the Supreme Court. It's going to go to the Supreme Court regardless. And Jack Smith's trying to fast track it, and Trump isn't. So if Trump really believed that he had immunity, presidential immunity, then he should want it to go to the Supreme Court as quickly as possible to have them rule on it, because then all these cases go away and he doesn't have to pay any lawyers anymore, and he just goes off and plays golf at Mar-a-Lago. Right? He doesn't have to pay the Jean Carroll case. He doesn't have to be prosecuted for January 6th. The Georgia RICO case goes away. The millions of dollars he's spending on the attorneys, they all go away. All he has to do is get to the Supreme Court. That's if you assume that you believe what you're saying is true and that you can win. He knows it's a bunch of BS. He knows there's no chance of winning, but he tries to perpetuate that anyways. Why? Because he's feeding the MAGA crowd. He's doing this to show his base that he's a fighter. You know, never give up, never surrender right before your mugshot. Yeah. So, yeah. He's going to try weird defenses, but the case has already been settled. He's already lost $5 million in the previous case, and he just can't stop defaming this woman, you know? So, and that's right, because he went on CNN afterwards, or he went on some news channel, and then defamed her almost immediately. Was it the town hall? Almost immediately after the case was decided, he defamed her again. So that... I think that judgment got rolled into this case, as I recall. You know, you're already here deciding damages. Let's go ahead and roll that one in there too. Trump's lawyers are terrible. They're terrible. They're going to try rookie things. I mean, again, like the presidential immunity defense, which the Judge Kaplan said, where was this 3 years ago when it might have been meaningful? Nope, it's too late. He's got schlock lawyers, and they don't know what they're doing. He's paying them money, but they're no good at what they do. Oh, God. So now you've got the anxiety. Trump's in an anxious moment here because he knows he has incompetent lawyers. Right around the time this Jean Carroll case starts is right around the time he's going to find out how much he's going to get hit by Letitia James's suit. How many hundreds of $1 million he's going to lose to New York because of that. And then he's going to have another $10 million or $5 to $10 million coming out of this Jean Carroll case. The money, all the money that he's quote unquote worked for, it's going right out the door. All this money is just going right out the door. He's not, basically, he's getting what he paid for. And he expected, the King of Swords, not the Page of Swords, but he's paying like King of Swords money for Page of Swords lawyers and Page of Swords witnesses. He's not getting his money's worth. Outcome, Page of Swords lawyers will get you Page of Pentacles payouts. He's going to be paying out more money. It's going to be smaller amounts of money than what he has to pay in the Letitia James. That one's going to be big bucks. But he's still going to be paying, whereas Letitia James, that could be hundreds of millions of dollars. This one's going to be, 5 to 10 million. But still, it's money he's going to have to give up. You got 3 pages here. He's get used to losing, You're going to get tired of losing. You're going to lose so much. You never will have lost as much as you've lost with this one. Oh, good God. I'd almost feel sorry for him, except that he's an absolute creep. And, this is just your comeuppance. You value the buck. So these civil suits are just hitting him where it hurts. I'm really curious to see what happens with Judge Ngoron's ruling. Because you have to liquidate the businesses too. You don't have a business license in New York. Sell everything, including your houses, because you put them in a trust under your business. There's a shell company in your business. Oh, he's going to be cash. We're going to find out his net worth. Because that's what he's going to have left over after he pays all his bills. And Trump never pays his bills. Okay. After let's ask what's Trump feeling right now, given this loss of the presidential immunity ruling and the fact that he's got Letitia James, that trial is hanging heavy over him, and then he's got this next civil case. Where's his mind at? What's he thinking at? He's trying to project strength. It's all he can do at this point is just project strength. I don't think he feels that way, but that's what he's going to try and project. But the thing is, he also whines. He whines worse than a 3-year-old who hasn't had his nap. Everything's terrible. Everybody's fighting against me. It's unfair. I'm a strong, tough man, but it's not fair. You never know what you're going to get from him. He says one thing, he acts another way. But he's going to try and project strength. So, he's already trying to make plans on how he's going to do his defense. Because he knows he's going to have to pay this money. Now, mind you, paying Letitia James hundreds of $1 million, he's livid about that. But you know what? This gets under his skin just as much, even though it's a 10th or a 50th of what he's going to end up paying. This gets under his skin a lot because he has to give it to a woman who kicked his butt in court. That, his whole chauvinistic spiel, and the whole reason why the rape happened is just because, he thought he could take whatever he wanted whenever he wanted it. And, the woman should be grateful that he did that to her, type of thing. But this case will piss him off. $10 million to somebody who's a billionaire, yeah, it's a lot of money, but in the grand scheme of things, it's kind of a drop in the bucket. But it's still going to grind on him. He might have even convinced himself that she liked it, so he shouldn't have to pay. And I don't mean to be really gross on that one. Sorry, it's just the lover's card. It's about the inappropriate behavior that he exhibited towards her. And, what else? while he's worried about this case, what he's really worried about is the Letitia James one. This one's going to cost him some more money. But he's waiting during this case, the E. Jean Carroll case. He's really waiting to hear what's going to happen out of the Judge Engeron civil litigation with Letitia James. That's the one that's really, really bothering him right now. These women are owning him. They are absolutely owning him. All right. With the E. Jean Carroll case, let's see if we can get an estimated dollar amount. Whether it's $5 million or $10 million. Spirit, what can you tell me about the amount of money that E. Jean Carroll gets? Will it be equivalent to like the $5 million damages she's received already, or will she be getting something larger than that? Maybe doubled it. We'll call it a wrap on this one after this. His life is miserable right now. Everything's all about the almighty buck and never paying your bills, and now he's going to be forced to do that. Offers you don't want. I don't think that's for her necessarily. To me, it's him. It's like, it's almost like, I think I think his lawyers are probably trying to settle with her, and she won't do it. Remember, I think, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I don't watch my videos for the most part after I've posted them up. I post them up and I forget them. But I seem to recall that in my previous readings that he tried to settle with her before and she just wouldn't do it. And it was driving him nuts because he's used to being able to buy people out, and he doesn't understand people that do things out of the out of justice and the spirit of things, like out of the principle, because he's not a principled person, so he doesn't understand that concept. So he's used to just outspending people, bullying him. And so I think this is them trying to negotiate, settle pennies on the dollar, and they're just getting nowhere with it. It's going to cost him big bucks. It's going to cost him big bucks. 10 million. If 10 million is a number 10, it's going to cost him big bucks. It's like $10 million. He's already paid her 5. And I think he's going to pay another 10. And, and I think what's going on is right around the time he's finding out how much he's going to have to pay her, he's going to be finding out, I think, how much he's going to have to, what this is? It's going to be like a 1-2 punch. I suspect that he's going to find out how much he owes E. Jean Carroll right around the time he finds out how much he's going to owe the state of New York. Hard to do timing on that one, but the fact that these two both came in, this is legacy. This is like, all the money his dad gave him and the money he's supposed to give to his kids. It's not going to make it down that far. It's also at 10. So I think E. Jean Carroll's going to get 10 million bucks for what happened in the past. That's now going to pay in the present for his actions that he's done. And right around that time, he's going to get the news of what the big settlement is in the New York civil trial, with the hermit being the everything being revealed. So I think he's just going to get hit with bad information after bad information. I think January to early February is going to be a very unhappy catch-up bottle flying time in the Trump household, wherever Donald Trump happens to be at that point. So when you say your prayers tonight, give a special courtesy prayer to the housekeeping staff wherever he is for the job that they have to do, cleaning up the walls and stuff. Maybe they'll be smart, instead of giving him glass ketchup bottles, to give him plastic ones. You could probably have a head. Give him little packets. He could go around stomping on him and digging him into the carpet or something like that. I don't know. Okay, so there you go. This one's a more fun reading than the last one. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you for doing everything you do to feed the YouTube algorithm so that my videos make it out to a wider audience, to the new viewers, new subscribers to the channel. Hey, welcome. Glad you found us. Hope you found this reading insightful and entertaining, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.